as bad as I thought it was going to be. Like, I thought people were going to sit there and judge you hard, like, you're native and all this other stuff, but it was kind of like a conversation.
Challenges do you think I faced?
I would go with anxiety and depression because I know that I identify as they, them too. Maybe a little bit of dysphoria in terms of like gender and stuff like that, and trying to figure out how to navigate that, what that means for your body and how to express yourself through your body, because I know that being a non-binary person, it's hard to express that.
I have suffered from depression and generalized anxiety disorder I was diagnosed officially in 2013, but it is something I have struggled with for quite a long time, especially coming to terms with childhood abuse. Dysphoria, yes, absolutely. Ever since I hit puberty, this area has always been a huge issue for me. Calling myself a girl did not fit for me. I didn't feel like that was a thing for me. Definitely not a dude. But, so I was like, well, where do I sit with that? And then learning that there is more than two genders. It is also another thing that has caused me a little bit of a barrier when it comes to health professionals, because I don't fit the idea of a non-gendered person. I don't fit the textbook portrayal.
Social issues do you think I care about?
I think you care about things to do with race.
Immigration issues, because it's kind of like it's in some way it hits close to home and you empathize with that.
I kind of care a lot about issues around criminal justice, so that ends up coming unfortunately with race a lot of the times. So I just finished working on the cannabis legalization file, so that's something I think most people find surprising about me, but I worked on that and I cared a lot about that from a criminalization, like we criminalize so many youth. I think a lot of my issues I tend to deal with are around youth.
My question is, what do you think makes me angry?
Sexualization of a lot of times of Spanish people.
Fetishizing, like I have found like a lot of people I date, previously they've only ever dated like white blonde girls, and then I'm like the exotic phase, and that like that does bother me. Like what makes me angry is like more like the things I'm passionate about. I'm passionate about the environment, so when people don't care about that, it makes me angry when like like they start trashing things and like talking about like it doesn't matter, like we're all gonna be dead anyways. I'm like, no, like we really should, like that's what I get like really passionate about and makes me really angry.
Okay, mine was, what is my relationship with money? Did my family have money when I grew up?
So you're Caucasian with blue eyes, so my first instinct is like, you had money growing up, but I'm just like, that's a very quick judgment.
I did grow up in upper middle class, I guess. I grew up on the north side, so just out of Edmonton on an acreage. I was very fortunate because my family did do really well with saving money and spending money, and they saved up for vacations and stuff that allowed me and my brother to go and have those kind of experiences.
What is my relationship with feminism?
I think you support it, but in the way that you're more supporting equality for everybody instead of just the whole extreme levels of it.
I would say that you probably have a strained relationship with feminism, where you support, you agree with some of the statements, but then there are those ones who take it a little too far and you're like, ooh, I don't think I can deal with that.
Because feminism and femininity is very broad, I find, and like especially what it means to express yourself as a feminine human being. I do support equality, I think, across the board, and I think while I do wholeheartedly support, missing and murdered Indigenous women from an Indigenous standpoint, my brothers are Indigenous males and they're being incarcerated and they're being invisibilized at an incredibly fast rate as well, and I don't think that they often get enough attention as well. It's like, where do our men go if we're constantly looking for our women,
Definitely.
And I think that we need a whole kind of picture approach to that, and so I don't stray too very far from the center line in the sense that I'm for equality for people across the board, because we're human beings and we all have a set of inalienable rights, and I fight for those rights with everything I have, and so It doesn't matter, you know, who you are, what you identify as, you're a human being in my eyes, and you're going to get the same respect that you deserve with that. So my relationship with feminism, it's there. I wouldn't say that I wouldn't call myself a feminist, but I would say that I do fight for equality very, very heartily. So, yeah. There's a lot more in common between all of us than we give ourselves credit for. And I think that when we label ourselves and we start judging other people, we start throwing down walls. And I think we do that out of like fear of connection.
Like we don't try to engage and interact and meet new people, and I think that's so desperately important to try to be open to engaging with others and to building relationships.
Love yourself more. Accept yourself for who you are. Celebrate it, no matter what, because I'm worth it.